we thought we would feature Murphy briefly today because he hasn't been on in a long time. And Lace, the one who gets substantially less love from the camera, but is much sweeter all in all. Lacey, Mrs. B. Today we're going to do something a bit different. Training's not all that exciting because we are only 7 days out from competition. So we're going to do a day in the life of what prepping for the Arnold is like for me. All up. So we've got a couple of tasks to do today. This is my day that I spend away from the clinic for the most part, but I have to go to a retirement home to go exercise them a little bit. We got some stuff to do at the bank with my car, bit of training. We're doing some business work at the moment. So enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to follow along with the Arnold. Become a member. I think I'm going to do some members only stuff while I'm at the Arnold's. And yeah, enjoy. It's not as easy as it looks, folks.
What, to look this handsome?
Yeah, it's really hard to not look like you have leprosy when you use this stuff. We're headed up to the retirement home. Now, for context, this is super challenging period in my life in terms of time management, and it's really not ideal for training in terms of sleep or stress or whatever. But for context, we started about 8 o'clock this morning with a meeting with website developer. We're getting a new website. Very excited about that. And that's when Kate came over, who's now onto the Moose side of things. We had a team meeting at 9 o'clock talking about a lot of different content stuff and what we're planning to do with the man behind the camera as well. Scheduled out Arnold's and everything going on there. Now we are off to the retirement home. So let's have a bit of fun with some oldies. You've got started without me. Good. Let's go hands out to the side. And we're going to go teapot. Yeah? So tip yourself over and back to neutral. Tip yourself over, back to neutral. Back and forth. I'm just going to grab some bands for you guys.
What else?
What else?
I'm tired of that one.
You're tired. Such a tough crowd. Let's go same thing. So arms out to the side. And let's go all the way forward. So scoot yourself a little bit forward on the chair so your back is off of the backrest. And we're going to go backwards and forward. Let's get your feet out in front of you. And I want you to go down, reach all the way down to your toes. Okay? Reach your toes, touch them if you can, and come back. Just stretch the backside a little bit. Just go through a bit of a range of motion. If you find it easy, I want you to scoot forward in the chair, get your legs all the way straight, and then reach out there. Okay, now, I'm going to go talk to the girls, but there's a very unique and unfortunate situation next week where Mel is on vacation in New Zealand, and I'm going to this competition that we're filming. So next Friday is going to be a 1 week break from this. What I was hoping is that you could run the class for us. You reckon we could get everyone down here still? Yeah? Cool. So still come down here. You guys are still going to do your thing. But this will be a once only. It's very unique. It's the biggest competition of the year for me. And I think Mel's planning only to get married once. So. Oh.
How was that?
That was fun. That is like, it's sort of the easiest, like just helping people get moving in general. It's much less stressful than like someone has a very particular issue. So nice to kind of talk to them. And I learn something every time. And this time I learned, I was asking them about discrimination because they said they were doing some stuff for Black History Month. And the perspective of, like, I said, was there discrimination when you were younger? And the people who had grown up in England and in Canada were sort of like, they weren't recalling if they knew of discrimination. They were recalling if they had seen Black people full stop when they were younger. Most like, oh, I didn't see one until I was at university, which is like in today's day, it's hysterical. But it explains a lot of how a lot of people that age act. What was refreshing is everyone just said Black people, just like normal conversation. I feel like I'm sort of with them, like in terms of how I think about a lot and how you just say it how it is. So it's kind of refreshing, but it is funny because as soon as you do an exercise, you're doing something that they don't like, they'll just full stop.
Yeah, too good. How long have you
I
been
love
with
it.
them?
I love it. I've only been in there a couple of weeks because Mel goes in.
Got you.
But we started the partnership with them maybe 3 months ago. Yeah, I mean, just part of the vision. Now, in a perfect world, and I was saying this to them as well, we're helping people earlier than them. So we're taking people in their 40s, 50s, 60s to make sure that they're healthier when they're that age. And then at that age, you just keep them moving, keep them going, and keep them doing everything that they could be doing. But awesome that there's a solid group of people keen on it, and like cool to see, even though they didn't grow up with exercise as something at the forefront of their mind, particularly the women, and 9 out of 10 people in there were female. That's that's pretty cool that they've had to come to that conclusion and sort of beat the stigma of the past, if you will.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, we're gonna go change the tires on the car because we got to get that mileage going. We're down south a little bit. I'm just forward thinking because we're road tripping to Ohio for the Arnold. We're also road tripping to Myrtle Beach for Worlds, so warmer places than here. And my other tires, which are here, are all seasons. So we're just gonna get that done, get the car checked over before we do our road trips, make sure all is good there. We dropped off the car to get itself all checked out for our road trips coming up. Kate's picked us up. We're getting some food before we have to go off to the bank and do some stuff there. And the bank is so sticky. The bank is actually like 50 years behind any other customer service. 90% of things you still can't do online. So we have to open up an American account. For any athletes watching this or anyone who gets paid internationally, please do not listen to the banks or anyone else involved who says that, like, no, the bank charges a $10 transfer fee, because they'll also take off 5 to 10% on the exchange rate. So when it comes to accepting American dollars and competition money and whatnot, important to get that sorted for this year, to make sure that we're not losing funds into the bank, because why would you want to do that? So we'll do that, and then we're going to go off to train, and then we've got a meeting with a potential sponsor that's just popped up this afternoon. So very excited about that. Stay tuned. Let's have some food. I got team Timbits.
This is so good.
And then I got wedges, black coffee, third of the day, chicken bacon ranch wrap, slow cooked chicken.
Not your favorite birthday cake, Timbits?
Actually, my favorite are sour cream glaze, and I'm going to impose that on you guys. But, 10 out of 10.
Like chocolate glazed Timbits, so.
Mate, after you're 10 years old, move on from chocolate glaze, okay? Sour cream glaze. And then when you're 100,
Big fan. Big.
Favorite Timbits?
Sour cream glaze for sure.
It's just me then.
when you're 100, that's when you can switch over to like old-fashioned plain.
You know what, I
But-
do like old-fashioned plain.
You know what's good actually? If you peel off the crust of the old-fashioned plain and you like kind of mush it up, you'll get like a real nice, dense, doughy ball. Highly recommend. We'll do that next time.
Baby, and you don't know this, but I make jingles constantly. I can't help myself.
Make jingles.
Yeah, like I have to sing about everything I'm doing.
Oh, good thing I'm recording.
And I'm a terrible... and I'm also a terrible singer. So...
Give us a rep. Give the YouTube a rep.
No.
They would appreciate it.
No, thank you. All right, let's go.
We're at the bank.
We're at the bank.
Next stop, the gym.
So what are we doing?
Morning work is done. We're not doing much. So at time of filming right now, we're 7 days out from the Arnold. This is basically day one of deload, and it's just about getting in, moving, staying fresh. For me, deloading is more about keeping fit than it is about staying strong. You don't lose your strength over a week, but for me, I can feel slow and sluggish if I don't do enough. So we're gonna go some deadlifts, some speed deadlifts. I might do some yoke pushes today. I'm gonna have to check the program, but just stuff to keep the heart rate up, keep fitness feeling fairly good, and that's gonna be basically the plan for the next 4 days. Then we drive out. Then we are off and running and into some excitement and into see lots of you guys again. So I'm very excited to be able to kick into it, and yeah, should be right.
Scale of 1 to 10. How's the body feeling?
9.
9?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting away with a lot at the moment. I should be terrible
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, just so much. It's hectic. All the stuff going on, and a lot of good things, but a lot of busy things. And yeah, when I talk about my 3 pillars of recovery: stress, sleep, and nutrition. Stress and sleep are definitely not so good the past couple of weeks, but just lucky. Sometimes it is what it is. Body feels really good. I feel really strong.
How do
I feel really
compare
good.
to any other preps that we've done in the past for any other competitions?
This is the strongest I've ever been.
Yeah.
this is the strongest I've ever been.
Okay.
No questions asked. Strong. It's so cool thinking back to like, there were days when that was really heavy. So Fabian's getting a bit inspired on deload week that he thinks maybe 4 or 5 for him. He used to powerlift, and I'm demanding that this is 100% cold.
Okay, we're gonna try this sumo.
Let's see.
Ready?
We'll rate the technique. Ready?
That was slow. Think I can pull it conventional?
Hernia. 3, 2, 1.
I'm not even gonna try that.
That was a solid 7 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow off the floor. Always slow off the floor for sumo. Always. But
Yeah.
if we're not lifting for like 2 years, I'll take it.
Okay, guys, so the giveaway is over, and congratulations, Gavin McFarcar. Hope I'm saying that right. You won the Perfect Sports. Feel free to come pick that out up at AK when you have time. And keep your eyes peeled, guys. Once a month, we're going to be teaming up with Perfect Sports and Athletic Culture to bring you some free stuff. So congrats to Gavin, and keep an eye out for the next one. Thanks, guys. So, got one of these in my hand, and I'm not begging anymore. Foreshadowing? Maybe. Stay tuned. This is going to be set 1. I'll probably do something like 3 triples to see how it feels. Going to go double overhand to work on the grip. And yeah, again, we're just moving today. Short rest times. Getting into it. Get sweating a little bit.
Light work.
Easy as pie. Tough to hold on to. I always like to find ways to still feel a substantial effort without really taxing anything on deload. Makes me feel a bit better.
How long have you been working out?
Today or total?
No, like total. Yeah, I've been here with you today. I know how long you've been working out.
I really haven't missed a day since I was 16. Like, even when I was 16, if we went to Europe or something, bike trips, I would need to find a gym every single place. It was a bit overboard back then, but there wouldn't have been a week in my life in the past 12 years that I haven't resistance trained at least twice.
Yes.
This is it. All right, bit of biceps, and then I've decided in my head that we're gonna go wheel of pain 75 seconds. We're gonna do 75-second runs on the treadmill.
On the treadmill.
Yeah.
You think strongman should have the heaviest dumbbell curl?
No. You would have 50% the number of biceps on the strongman after the event as you had before.
So what are we doing here?
We're gonna go 75-second effort, just like a fast run, sort of, enough to get used to working hard for 75 seconds at a time, because that's wheel of pain. One of the most underappreciated aerobic adaptations is increase in blood volume, and it doesn't take that long for that to come. It doesn't take that long for that to go. So being able to keep that high leading into comp is going to be invaluable And if you just sort of sit around and lounge for a week to recover your central nervous system, that blood volume will start to go down, your red blood cell count will start to go down, and aerobically you will be fitter for no benefit of strength gain. So 75-second efforts. I'm thinking we're gonna go for 5, and not gonna be too crazy, but gonna try to build speed on each.
Man, that was good.
That's pretty. That's the effort. That's the effort you need. Just once, twice, you get a return. The body adapts to the demands placed on it, and it will not impede your 1 rep max if done at low volumes. Take note, every amateur strongman who feels like they can't walk their dog without losing strength, it's just not true. Take it from me. There's about 100 grand on the line in a week's time. If I didn't 100% believe it, wouldn't be doing a thing. But to me, this is what it takes to overperform. And that's what we'll do. All right, wrapped up workout. Pretty short today, maybe an hour 15. Picked up my dinner from Athletic Culture. Appreciate you. We are gonna head back to the car dealership, pick up the car, and we probably got a couple hours of work left tonight before we pack it in for the weekend, which unfortunately at the moment means more work. But you make your bed and you lie in it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time. Please subscribe to the channel. Really helps us get that feedback. And more moose droppings. Not enough moose droppings happening right now. Just go down there, post a period. It's a little moose poo to say, I love you. Moose poo to say, I love you. Hallmark it. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you soon. And 4 days to the Arnold when you're watching this. So wish me luck.
Peace.